I had one question, and always in my mind, but since you are here, I thought I must raise it today. You see, as the aircraft size is becoming better, as the new flight comes, the cabin size become bigger, and we are getting more space on the aircraft, and the fuel efficiency is also getting better. Because of that, the impact on the passenger benefit is not visible. Has IATA done any analysis or study towards the cost impact of that vis-a-vis the benefits being passed on to the passengers with reference to that advancements in technology?
So if I rephrase your question, it's the productivity gains in the aircraft platforms and how much of those productivity gains are shared between customers and between airlines and their own shareholders, right?
Right. And also, another thing, as the cabin becomes bigger, fuel efficiency is improving, and I don't find that the passenger is being given the more space on the aircraft. His seat size remains static. What are the reasons for that? Any observations?
So first of all, I would perhaps challenge the premise that aircraft are getting bigger. In fact, if anything, we're now seeing a reduction in the average number of seats per aircraft as a result of the early retirements of some 380s, which is now starting to happen, and which there will be a lot more of in the next 10 years. And this was the only double-decker aircraft that provided such a passenger density. In fact, the uptake at the moment is for 320s and 737s, and even if you look at 787s or 350s, they are still in the same range as their predecessors of the 777 and the 340. So I'm not sure that there is a net increase. In fact, conjuncturally at the moment, I think there is a decrease in the number of seats per aircraft. Small, but it's there. As for the improved fuel burn and therefore reduced fuel cost, well, first of all, that comes at the expense of a lot of capex because you have to get the new aircraft.
Right.
And I'm not sure how that would translate into, for instance, giving more space to passengers. I think those are fairly disconnected considerations.
Right.
One is really just economical. The other is about the products that the airline wants to push, and commercial decisions that they make with regards to passenger experience. I'm not sure there's a lot of correlation between the two, to be honest. I've never heard of those two being linked.
I think the other part of that is if you're investing in an aircraft and it's got a 20-year life, you may get a productivity gain for the first 5 years, but as the market catches up, new aircraft come in. On balance, that aircraft doesn't perform as well as the new ones that have come in. So from a cash flow perspective, it's probably not really material over the life of the aircraft.
All right. Right. This is right. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. All right.
All right, thank you. Thank you. The advantage of working with aviation people is that without any controls, they finish things on time. So that's what we are always going to say. Very good. Right. Thank you very much. It was a very interesting talk, and a lot of new things we came to know about, and that's what when we were talking at leisure, when you're among the peer groups of the same level, you find the talk very interesting. So now we move further as per the scheduled talk, right? Our Mr. Indrajit Singh, my boss, and then a known veteran in the aviation fraternity, be it ACI, be it ICAO, he is known as a person, as a professional in every sphere. And at home, if you look at the airports, which have been developed and which has given proud to the country. They have all been passed through his hands, architect by profession, and two architect for building aviation's pride. So I welcome him, sir. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Nice little group. We have Michelle, Thomas, Gordon, Baba, and of course Ariel. I was just wondering, we could all be sitting in a bar having a drink, and we don't need such a large hall. We could all sit together and have a drink and have a little chat between us. And thank you, Thomas. I think you gave us a fairly good insight into the current situation. I presume you will get a copy of this because it's very, very informative, and the way you explained that was brilliant. Thank you very much. My focus would be a little more on airports. Of course, we'll touch upon the different ways of financing, like debt and equity and all, but we won't go into the nitty-gritties of it because I guess we know all